President Trump will address the nation tomorrow night at 9. Still no official word of what he plans to talk about, but there's speculation the president will use the primetime speech to air allegations of widespread fraud in the 2020 election, reportedly taking direct aim at the legitimacy of sitting Democratic Senators Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. Whatever he says, we'll bring it to you right here on the news at 10 and News Edge at 11. New tonight, the 2020 election came up on Capitol Hill again today.
Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff grilled President Trump's nominee for Director of National Intelligence, Walter J. Clayton III, about the election and the Fulton County raid.
Specifically, who he thought won the 2020 presidential election. And then there was a tense back and forth. Take a listen.
And I've answered.
Who won the 2020 presidential election?
I've answered it.
You're here asking for the support of senators to lead America's intelligence community. We've established that you have an obligation to be honest and forthright with this committee and with the American public, but you refuse to answer a simple matter of fact about the 2020 election. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
Then answer the question. Who won the 2020 election?
I have answered the question.
Answer it. What is your answer?
I've given you my answer.
What is your answer? You refuse to answer a basic question about who won a presidential election, but you asked to lead America's intelligence community? Isn't it humiliating to be unable to answer this question, to have to indulge the president's delusions? We know, you know, everybody in this room knows the truthful answer to that question. Why can you not give it?
I think I gave you the answer.
Senator Ossoff also grilled Clayton on the raid here in Fulton County. Clayton did not provide clear answers to that question either.
Also new tonight, that wasn't the only high-profile confirmation hearing today. Dr. Erica Schwartz, President Trump's nominee to lead the CDC, faced tough questions from senators during her confirmation hearing today. Schwartz told lawmakers her top priority would be restoring public trust through what she called radical transparency and, quote, scientific integrity.
We would look at the evidence. Where are they getting the evidence? Are these randomized controlled trials? Are these cohort studies? Are these test negative design studies? We would make sure we understood the weight of the evidence that they use to make those recommendations. And if the weight of the evidence isn't there, or if the science is questionable, you have my commitment that I would not at all ever agree to those recommendations.
She is President Trump's third nominee for the role. If approved, she will lead the CDC under Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.